Please come closer. Yeah, it depends on what you want to hear.
Okay, so Council, basically you are in court today.
Right.
You understand that
Yes, so as you are aware, we are representing the PNC and Mr. Bernard Mornah in respect to the EC's decision to exclude them from contesting the upcoming 2024 public presidential elections. We filed a judicial review application challenging that administrative decision by the EC to disqualify him from contesting the elections. Now we're in court today to have the application heard, but the Electoral Commission had still not filed their response to our application. Now, if you look at the rules of court, specifically under Order 55, Rule 5, Sub Rule 3, upon service of the Electoral Commission of our originating process, they were supposed to have filed their response within 7 days. Now, if you look at the court records, we served them on the 26th of September, 2024. And so they ought to have filed on or before the 4th of October, 2024. They failed to do that. Now we brought this to the attention of the court, and then the court subsequently was of opinion that we should have the matter adjourned to the 16th of October to have the motion heard. Now we brought the court's attention to the fact that this application is time bound because we all know the elections are fixed for the 7th of December, and the notice of poll, I'm duly informed, is supposed to be done on the 15th of this month. So time is of the essence. But in the opinion of the court, they still have to look at all the processes filed. And so in the interest of justice, they adjourn to the 16th for the motion to be taken. So we'll be here on the 16th of October to have the application moved.
I'm sure your client will be concerned about that particular delay because of the essence of time. If at the next court sitting, it still persists, become the same story, what will be your next line of action?
I think it's intriguing and actually begs the question because in the first place, here you have an electoral commission that is disqualifying people for alleged infraction of certain regulations. But at the end of the day, they themselves are in breach of court rules because by the timelines, they ought to have filed their own affidavits in response by now. So it is clear that when you're holding people to the strictures of the law, allegedly, you yourself must also come with clean hands. But it's clear on this basis that there is an attempt to have this matter delayed. And that has been our main concern because we want this application heard expeditiously. And that is why we commenced the process under Order 55, which guarantees an expeditious hearing of applications of this nature. Now, we don't want to jump the gun. 16th is what? On Wednesday of next week. So we want to believe that on the 16th, this application will be heard because we made copious arguments in court as to why on the 16th this application ought to be heard. So we want to believe that on the 16th, the motion will be taken, and so there will be no need for a next line of action. Well, if we get to that bridge, we would proverbially cross it.
That's your name.
My name is Harold Atuduba. Thank you.
Mr. Mornah, any word for your supporters?
First, let me thank the members of our party that have joined us in court. I can see the next Vice President, Jocelyn Akofa Roche. She's here. You can see the National Chairman, Samson Asaki Awingobe. Where is Martin? The Vice Chairman, First Vice Chairman, Martin. And then the youth organizer and elders of our party, our national women's organizer, they are all here. One thing is certain, that the Electoral Commission is running away because they know that they did injustice to us. Otherwise, why would the Electoral Commission that has to conduct elections on 7th December, they know that they have processes to embark upon, and that part of our affidavits indicates that they should not proceed with any other processes, including printing of ballot, until I am included as a presidential candidate. So if the EC is delaying, the EC is trying to de-organize our elections. Because what the EC is doing carefully through the courts is that they will not print ballot, they will not do anything, and then come and blame me that it is because of our court processes they were not allowed to do so. Therefore, the 7th December elections may be in limbo. As it stands now, the court has agreed, and when I listened to the judge, I was very excited. He says that upon the filing of the statement of case by the EC, he can easily just go through and make a judgment without necessarily having to listen to both counsels. And so I am more than convinced that on the 16th, instead of coming here for the hearing, we may come to a judge conclusion that the EC should include that on the ballot, and then we are good to go for elections 2024. As my counsel rightly put before the judge, I am the next president of the Republic of Ghana.
Too sure.
And therefore, the delay is delaying the people's choice. And we are hopeful that at the end of these processes, we will be on the ballot. And so I want to thank everybody for coming, and that on the 16th, when the case is called, the judge will see and the case and the facts that we have assembled, that the EC simply has to put us on the ballot, so that the people will have the choice of electing me as their president. As you can see, Samuel Apia Dankwa, who is one of the unfairly disqualified person, is here. He is an independent presidential candidate. Nana Ajapon Stevens is also here. Our former members of parliament are here, and all these people have come not just in solidarity, but because the EC has unfairly disqualified them. They thought that coming for my case would give impetus to the other cases that are before the court. So we are committed in our determination that multi-party democracy must not be kaput by the actions of the Electoral Commission.
Thank you.
Well, the EC is, as usual, engaged in some gymnastics, theatricals, and some delays. A case that they were served on the 26th of September, they this morning are now filing their affidavits, their response to the affidavits. And therefore, the judge had no option than to agree that we should have a later date for the hearing. The court certainly has settled on the 16th of October, having considered all the issues before it. We are confident that the 16th of October will give us the justice that we deserve, so that we'll be back on the ballot to allow the people to choose the president that they want to choose. And so there's nothing much to say. As you know, this is an EC that is talking about people not being respecters of the law, and they themselves are here undermining the efficacy of the judicial processes. By the rules, as you know, they are supposed to have responded to the case at least 7 days, or at most in 7 days. As of today, the 7th of October, they are yet to respond, and that is very terrible.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Sure. Okay. Mark, bring. Who is the cameraman?
You get me and you today finance. Let's finish the picture.
Is it okay here?
Yes.
How do you think that is not much?
That's all.
I mean, that's his signature, so.
But you don't even need your signature. Your signature is over there.
I mean, you can confirm. So.
Yeah, I can confirm. Okay.
Danny, what's up?
Everything.
Congratulations. You did your back fully.
No, not the people. Because in Eric, they said many errors and that means. You open the same method, the same method. If you don't communicate,